How's it going?
Really good, thank you.
When did you get in?
I got in about an hour ago.
How do you travel with such a crazy brass section? Like, I feel like there's a lot of you.
There are a lot of us. There's a brass bus,
Yeah.
and then there's a bus for me and David in the rhythm section, and then there's a crew bus. So we're like 3 buses and a semi. Super pro.
That's a lot. And I love that you're bringing everybody here, though, to Bonnaroo, right? Like, is it difficult to bring such a big crew to a festival like this that's kind of in the middle of nowhere?
No, I mean, it's, for all practical purposes, it's like any other gig in terms of we're carrying so much of our own. I'm going to bore you with like technical stuff.
No,
but like
please
we're
do.
carrying our own
It's not
console,
boring.
we're carrying our own monitor rig and stuff like that. So as much of the show as we've like worked up and saved and preserved via technology is still with us. It's just like, oh, we're in this awesome outdoor festival with a bunch of rowdy drunk folks. It's awesome.
It's a good day.
Yeah.
And you're on the road with David again.
Yeah.
What has he taught you about some of your solo work? Spending so much time with him and working with him. What has he taught you about some of your solo work?
What has he taught me about my solo work?
Yeah,
You know, I mean, I don't throw the word around a lot, but David's a genius. You know, he's such a generous person and such a polymath. You know. And I think he's a fearless person too, so I think I've just been more fearless about what I do by being in proxy to him.
You recently released Brass Tactics. Is that kind of is it kind of like like an appetizer?
It's like an aperitif. It was just a little EP to get people excited about coming to see the shows and offer, you know, a couple dance versions of Love This Giant tracks and give people a little bit of a taste of what classic David Byrne songs and like St. Vincent songs sound like with this massive brass section.
I do have to say, I think you put a lot of effort into your artwork, and you're very creative. And is that the passion of yours? Is that why you choose to really do that?
I think ultimately, if you're not making work that you believe in, then there's no reason to just be on the planet. Like, go do data entry. Like, if you're gonna, seriously, like, if you're just like, oh, well, you know, I'll like half-ass it and put out a record and, you know, there's just no reason. We're flooded, we're inundated with dabblers.
Do you feel like the next generation's gonna like lose touch with like the true essence of like a musician or an artist or a band?
Well, I think there's a lot of ways to be a real musician, and I certainly wouldn't relegate it only to people who like play a tactile, you know, a guitar or a piano. I wouldn't say that. There's a lot of people who make great music using a lot of different forms of technology, and so that's all rad. I don't know. But you know, to kind of counter your question, we are inundated with technology right now. But if you look at some of the bands that are the most like popular, they're very nostalgic for like the 1890s. Like, there's this like foot stomping folk revival thing that's also very popular. So you have to wonder, you know, where are these cycles going to take us, and what is this technology like? Where are we going? Who knows? Because it looks like we're going both forward and back, you know, at the same time.
It's very true. It's very true. Cool. Well, good luck, and I hope to see you on stage with the National.
Yeah, I hope I get to do it.
I look forward to your set. Thank you.
Thank you.